So I'm really honored to be standing in this place, getting to share this story, because this place has a lot of, it has so many good memories for me. Although I'm also sort of still reeling because one of my greatest memories from when Ray and Kate were building this place was Kate doing this amazing mural in the ladies' room, all those flowers, like ladies, do you know those flowers that were all around the mirror? And I was like, I wonder if they're still there. Well, they were still here, but the cleaning crew accidentally cleaned the wall, and so now they're kind of all gone. You can sort of see some ghosty images. But so that's really sad. But so yes, I'm excited to be here, and the reason is that this place is the spot where I, not too long ago, met up with an old song. It's an Elton John song, Gray Seal, not one of his biggest hits, and actually the song really annoyed me when I used to listen to it. But I heard it a lot when I was growing up because it was the 70s, and my best friend, Eugene, was a huge Elton John fan. Her parents let her decorate her room however she wanted, which I was a little jealous of because my walls were eggshell white and I had all this princess furniture. But Eugene had bright yellow walls, and they were just plastered with Elton John posters. You know, all the ones that come free with the albums. There is someone here as old as you, Valerie. And, you know, so like Elton in his little tweed cap from Rock of the Westies, and Elton in concert with, you know, sweat glittering on his face all over the walls. And she also had a stereo with what was called a stacking arm. So when I slept over, we would just pile up, you know, Captain Fantastic and Honky Chateau and both discs of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. And Jean would keep the volume low so we could listen all night, just waking up every now and then to talk about whatever boys we had crushes on or whatever amazing things we were going to do when we got older. But even if I was sound asleep, that one song, Gray Seal, would wake me up. And it was the chorus that really bugged me. It was, and tell me, Gray Seal, how does it feel to be so wise? Okay, that part was fine. To see through eyes that only see what's real. To me, that was sloppy songwriting. Like, to use the same word twice in an important line, to see through eyes that only see what's real. And I was a Jackson Browne fan, so I was like, you would never do that. You know, you come up with something creative, like live through eyes or feel through eyes. But I let it slide because it was Jean, and you know, it's not that big a deal. And you know, Jean was the first friend I had ever made proactively, not just somebody I grew up next door to. And she was always coming up with the coolest things for us to do. Like, we would go up to people in the mall whose pants were too short and ask them, what time is the flood? And another time we snuck into the Hallmark store and rearranged all the cards so that they might not fit into the accompanying envelope. Yeah, we really had fun. And we stayed friends through high school, through college. We stood up at each other's weddings, and a few years after that, spent all this time on the phone trying to figure out how those awesome weddings turned into such disaster marriages, and could they be saved, and where was the best neighborhood for us to rent an apartment together if we both got divorced. But when I left my husband, she stopped talking to me. Literally, I called her on her birthday and her husband said, she can't talk to you right now. And she never called me again. And at first I'm like, well, he's keeping her from me. Of course, that must be what it is, right? Because like, I'm giving her all this good information about how great it is to be single again, and I'm taking improv classes, and I'm meeting all these cool people, and I'm dating, and sex is fun again, and you know, you just have to take that first step and leave him, and then you'll see how great it is. You just have to leave him. When are you going to leave him? I had somehow hit my 30s without realizing that friends break up with other friends, particularly when they become what therapists call toxic. After a few weeks, I realized she probably could call me if she wanted to. He wasn't chaining her, to her desk or something. But I still didn't get it. I just kept sending her a birthday card year after year and being surprised that she didn't call and say, thanks for keeping on trying. Let's go to browse a bit and fuck up all the cards. And time went on, and I made new friends who became my old friends, but I still couldn't let that go. And even at our 20-year high school reunion, I ran into her and I had to corner her in the banquet room and say, it really hurt me the way you just cut me off like that. And she said, I'm sorry, it's just something I had to do. No explanation. She was pregnant, and it was going to be their second child. And I'm like, what? She was going to leave this guy, and now they're a whole family? But standing there, I suddenly felt like she was the one who made all the right choices. I mean, she's all serene and patting her baby bump and talking about this house they're building in the suburbs, and I'm this, wannabe artist, divorced, living alone in the city, wearing, badly laundered shades of black. And I don't know, at least it stopped me from sending her any more birthday cards. So more time goes on, and those new friends become my old friends, and some of them build this place, like Kate, and the bathroom, and the flowers, and another friend, Danny, doing the electrical in here. I can still see him up on a ladder right there, going, there's boxes for sound and boxes for light, and there's not enough boxes for how Ray wants the stage to work. But it all got built, and after it was built, I made a comedy short here with Kate that she was hilarious in, that my boyfriend Dave shot. My boyfriend Dave, who I'm now married to. And so I just always loved coming here. And a couple of years ago, we came because Asaurus was doing Elton John. And, Asaurus is this amazing cover band. And we came because a friend of Dave's was playing with them that night, so we wanted to support. And we're standing here listening to them, and what is the first song? Gray Seal. And it just sounds so good. If you know that song, it's like this dun dun dun, like these arpeggios, and the sound is great. Danny did a great job. And I'm suddenly singing these stupid lyrics, tell me, Gray Seal, how does it feel to be so wise, to see through eyes that only see what's real? And it just feels so good. And Dave turns to me and he's like, how do you know these lyrics? And I'm like, I have no idea. And then suddenly it just all comes flooding back to me, that yellow bedroom and the posters and Eugene, who I haven't thought about in years, and I'm remembering that the song used to annoy me, but now I'm thinking this song is so profound because, to see through eyes and to see what's real, how do you do that, you guys? We are the metaphors. My mind is just being blown right now. And the reason that I'm so excited to share this with you is because about a month ago, out of the blue, I ran into Eugene at a bar, this kind of informal grade school reunion, and I was so relieved to realize that all I really care about at this point is, are you happy? And we talked for about 3 hours straight, not about the call or how obnoxious I was, or if I made the right choice, if she made the right choice, is there a right choice, seeing what's real, seeing through eyes. It was just great to talk, and we hugged goodbye in the parking lot, and we exchanged numbers, and she said, it feels so good to be connected again. And I don't know if that means that I will ever hear from her. I'm certainly not going to call her, I got it. But it's just enough for me knowing that she is out there in the world and she made some really tough choices, and I made some really tough choices, and I got to be friends with her for a while, and that's enough. Thank you.